Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're doing something a little bit different than what y'all normally see me do, and we're fishing from a very simple kayak, fairly inexpensive. And what I want to do is show y'all that you don't need the expensive gear to get out here off the bank, come out into these backwaters to start stalking fish where they love to feed and they do the majority of their growing up. As soon as we get to the fishing grounds, I'll start casting, and hopefully we're going to be able to make it happen in this inexpensive kayak. Very simple, 2 rods, 2 tackle trays, and a little bag to keep my gear dry, a paddle, and a stakeout pole. That's all you need to get out here and enjoy a great day on the water. What I want to do is stake myself out. That wind is really getting a hold of the kayak. Okay, there we go. Kind of stop myself. The kayak's gonna turn around and then we'll start fishing it. You gotta be very careful when you do this because any kind of jolt, this isn't the most stable of kayaks and you will fall out. Don't ask me how I know. Okay, there we go. I think we're in there. Let's get this rod right here. Oh no, I don't even have a weedless hook on. Okay, man, really wanted to go after that fish that we just saw. Look at that right there. Here we go. There we are. That's a speckled trout. I'm not used to catching those guys way back here. You can tell instantly what this fellow is going to be because of the head shakes. The water is ultra clear though. Come on, let it go, buddy. There we are, right there. Hopefully y'all can see the grass right here. It is really clean. The grass is all the way up to the surface of the water. And this is where the fish love to come and feed. It doesn't take long to get here either. It's just a really quick paddle with the kayak. And then once you get back here, you can put the paddle away if you have a stakeout pole to help anchor yourself right down like that right there. That's going to do it for the pearl chartreuse paddle tail. I'm going to switch over to the darker colored one. It's black and chartreuse. We'll see if that's going to make a difference in getting the bite. This is my longtime favorite right here. I've been filming full-time for about 7 years, and this guy, that's been a staple of what I've used out here. There we are. Oh, that is another nice trout right there. It's a keeper, y'all. It hit like a redfish. Just a solid thump and started digging. All right, nice 16-inch trout. All right, come on, let it go. There we are. Look at that. That's a really nice trout. Who'd have thought? Normally I'm just going to catch redfish and flounder back here. 2 trout in a row. Got to be because of the high tide, the clear water, and it's also cold today. Really nice. Another look at the paddle tail that we're using. 4-incher, little slender guy with a chartreuse tail, black plastic, red flakes on the inside. That's a 1/8 ounce swim hook, and the setup that we're using is a 7-foot long ultralight casting rod from Old 18 Outfitters, Buoyancy series. We've got a 100 sized Baitcaster, 20-pound braid, very thin stuff, a 20-pound fluorocarbon leader. That's all you really need whenever you're back here. You could go with something that's going to be heavier, but it's a lot of fun catching them on ultralight gear. The trout are out here today. Come on, I know you're here somewhere. There's a lot of bait thieves down there. They're pecking at my paddle tail. I'd give anything to be able to stand up right now and take a look at this air. Oh, look at that bait thief. Be able to see down in the water. There's like no shot at me doing that with this kayak. There we go. Goodness gracious, another trout. Where are the redfish, buddy? Nice 14, 15 inches, something like that. No, 14 inches. Well, ever so often, just getting lucky to swim this right in front of one of those fellas, and they're smashing it. They're hitting it hard. Been fooled on the keeper-sized one. Thought it was a redfish, but then they start doing them head shakes and makes you think that, or it doesn't let you think anymore that it's a redfish. The initial hit, boy, that feels like a red, thumping it pretty darn hard. Oh boy, where are the reds? I mean, I'll take trout all day long if nothing else is going to bite, but man, them reds have got a fight like no other. They pull some drag, even the smaller ones. No blow-ups yet. No blow-ups back here. Let's continue pushing. Because we have high winds today, it makes like moving around, I really can't get away with just pushing into a certain area and then that's it. Put the stakeout pole in my lap and then make a cast, because by the time I retrieve this lure, the wind is already going to turn me around and start blowing me back to where I came from. So what you see me doing is always constantly staking out through the scupper hole. This is going to be the easiest to do versus using an anchor trolley, an anchor with like a rope or a chain. This is the easiest by far, but you really risk cracking your scupper holes, because on the budget kayaks, they're not really reinforced the way they are on the more expensive variety that's out there. So, I mean, there's a lot of give and take whenever it comes to your selection of kayak. The more expensive ones are designed around comfort. Right now it is not comfortable sitting the way that I am. I kind of like being off the deck. I kind of like being able to stand up as well. But I guess what the video is about is just showing you that you can come out here and catch fish in something like this the same way that you can with the more expensive kayak, like the one that y'all always see me fishing out of. They will both put you on the fish. They both work. It just depends on how much work you're willing to do, and this kayak is a lot of work. I've got to do a lot of controlling the kayak and fighting the wind, and also the tidal current versus fishing. So when I'm pushing along, that's in my hand, and this has to be just setting down, versus being able to troll around and fish constantly. Oh my gosh, dude, I don't know how to even begin to stand up without falling out of this darn thing. Oh, wowzers. Dude. Woo! My goodness, I feel every bit of 50 years old right now. Good night. Normally I do not feel like this after getting off the kayak. Holy moly, bro. Boy, did we have to work for it today. Alright, well, there we have it. Fishing out of a budget platform, and we were able to make it happen. You don't need something that's a multi-$1,000 kayak like the one that I normally use. You can just do it in something like this. When I started kayak fishing about 16 years ago, this is similar to what I was using. It was an ocean kayak, yellow banana boat, like 11 foot long, and oh man, I made that thing work. It was a lot of work trying to make it work. I mean, I rigged it out till I couldn't put nothing else on it. We had a milk crate, PVC pipe for rod holders attached to it. I had an anchor trolley. We had the paddle. I had a fish finder, a little small 4-inch one, I want to say. And then I had all the rods that you can think of, and yeah, I made it work. The idea is just to be able to get off the bank, stop fishing right here, and go out there and hunt down all those game fish. And y'all saw that we were able to do that today. It's a lot of work. It's very uncomfortable. The seats on these things aren't as comfortable as your more expensive kayaks, but I mean, that goes without saying. You pay for what you get. These things are also a lot less stable than the bigger kayaks, but they will allow you to get out there and make it happen. I hope y'all enjoyed today's video. If you did, don't forget to click that thumbs up button. All this gear, almost all of it, is going to be linked in my video description down below, so if you're interested in that and you want to check it out, then click those links. If I don't have something linked down there and you want to know about it, then just drop that comment and I'll do my best to find something for you to click on so that you can go view it. Until next time, tight lines, y'all.